pad, no pencil. I got on the phone. What we gonna talk about this game? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, boy. What's your expectations for that boy Bateman this week, boy?
Oh, no, you gonna play?
Yeah, that's what they talk. Shorty practice and everything.
Yeah, but the way I hear it, I don't think he's playing though, yo. And right now, they still concerned about Lamar. Everybody got Ravens losing this game, though.
Hey, y'all, honest to God, yo. My heart say Ravens, but my mind saying, yo, Denver, yo. It's like this, yo. Lamar, it's like the injury blood is like cursing his team. You feel me?
Yeah, because he ain't practiced all week.
Lamar, yeah, yo. Once again, we asking too much from the boy. He got to run the ball. He got to damn it. It's like everything is on Shorty, and it's too much.
Yeah, that should take a toll after a while. But now Rob and Ed said the Ravens by 3 points.
Hey, yo.
Jeremy and Mike Preston said that the Broncos.
Yeah, so what you think, though? You talking about everybody else. What you think, yo?
I don't know, man, because first of all, I don't even know who's playing. You know what I mean? Like you said, with so many injuries right now, and the ones that are out on COVID, I don't even know who the fuck playing right now. I don't know who's injured, who's not. So it's hard to even say what. Lamar ain't practice all week, and that's not a good sign.
Lamar.
So even if he do play, is he gonna be 100%?
Look, yo, Lamar is playing. Let's cut the bullshit. He playing. It's like this though. He need help, yo. He need help from that wide receiver core. That's it. Point blank. He need help.
Yeah, and then you get Hollywood dropping shit again. I mean, we don't know who's gonna show up.
Honest to God, yo, I'm afraid of I'm afraid of them offense, yo. Sutton is a bad matchup for Humphreys, yo. What kind of wide receivers give the Ravens problems, yo? Because the boy got everything. Big.
Oh yeah, them big tall wide receivers.
Exactly. The boy's 6'3", like 215. And Teddy don't throw the ball deep. And what the Ravens always get beat on? That fucking slant route this year, yo. That slant route is open for that boy, the bully Humphreys, yo. Humphreys cannot be aggressive going against this boy Sutton. Like I say, them quick slants is there and hits is they there. And especially if the Ravens go.
And think about it, Humphrey ain't even been looking like himself here lately either, though, yo.
Right. Maybe because in his mind, I got to pick up from where Peters left off at. So he being overly aggressive. That's what I'm trying to say. You think so?
It could be, because that lets you know how important Peters was back there with him. So yeah, but like I say, the injuries is. You knew, like I knew, it was going to catch up with the team eventually. You know, the couple that they won, they barely won.
Hey, what's that you say all the time?
Now you got a complete team.
What's that you say all the time? You live into the season. What's that shit you be saying? You live into the season. You live out the season.
You live out, and right now the whole and see normally it's 1 or 2 players, but goddamn, it's 9 or 10 players that's fucked up.
Hey, yo, but hear me out though. It's like I ain't never seen nothing like this. And you putting too much workload on the boy Lamar. I mean, it's understandable from Lamar's point of view that he is the offense, but at this point in his career, he should not be doing this, yo. Even though it's out of necessity, and you step up in the games we don't need him to step up. But god damn,
exactly. And then the game that Marquise normally shine in, he took a step back. Hey, so it's like right now, we don't know what the fuck we're getting.
Exactly, yo. And it's like, we don't know what we're getting, but with these injuries, we may not know what we get. That's because everybody beat up.
Exactly. And even the ones that was out for the COVID thing, okay, they couldn't practice or nothing. They was isolated. So they still, even if they're not injured,
but that's a good thing.
They're not football ready.
But that's a good thing, though, because they on that D-line. And that D-line, they take a beating. So
exactly.
But that's one thing about this game too that I'm afraid of, though. Melvin Gordon and Williams, they do their thing, because Melvin Gordon, he the ultimate complete running back. He can run and he can catch. That's why I'm afraid. That's a bad matchup for our linebackers, yo. Our linebackers are terrible and they can't cover nobody.
We might well stop tiptoeing around this motherfucker and say what we want to say. Ravens gonna lose this motherfucking game, yo. Real shit.
Like I
said, our schedule don't get no easier as it goes on.
That's why you gotta win these games early in the season. But yo,
but it's hard to win. It's hard to win these games when you got a fixed deck. Your deck is fucked up.
Hey, but
now, like I said, we came in, we had the Dobbins and the Gus and all our key players. I said, shit, we be looking good. But right now, with the ones that we had back there, I mean, seriously, who can you honestly say you can count on to come through?
Yo, but like my man said on the podcast, it didn't record. My homeboy, he a Bronco diehard. Yo, he was like, yo, our defense is good. It's the best defense y'all played all season. But he was like, yo, I'm afraid of Lamar. He said, yo, I'm afraid of that boy for our defense, yo. I somehow somebody just got that podcast didn't record, but yo, he's like, yo, I'm afraid. He was like, yo.
Yes, but that's 100% Lamar. We gotta hurt Lamar right now, and they not really disclosing his real injury. They were just saying a little soreness, low back. Lamar would practice if it was just a little bit of soreness.
But you gotta think though.
All week.
But Lamar took some hits Sunday, especially that last sack on that goddamn the fourth down 2 minutes, but 30 seconds ago. Yo, that boy got clobbered on that sack. I'm like, oh my God. Man.
Exactly. So truthfully, you don't know the severity of his injury.
He gonna play though, yo. He don't know.
And you know Harbaugh and them, they will cover shit up. They ain't gonna let you know the real deal.
But yo,
he always been that way.
But Ma playing, yo. We know he playing. It's like, what kind of percentage is he gonna be? 80%?
Exactly. Even if he playing, like I said, if you playing hurt, then you can't get 100% out on the field because you don't have 100% to get.
But it's everything I've been saying since the very first episode of this podcast, yo. You asking too much of the boy. He's eventually going to get hurt, and he ain't making no better. But he ain't making no better, but not protecting himself too. He trying to lay wood on the goddamn defensive defender.
Right. Instead of him sliding and getting out of bounds, that nigga dropping his shoulder trying to run motherfuckers over. Come on, man.
Right. Yo,
you gotta be smart, and like Preston said. He needs somebody in his ear saying, nah, you don't need to do that. No. You need to figure something else out.
But how can he have somebody?
There's a safer bet for this besides doing that.
But how can he have somebody in his ear when he says the motherfucker that's supposed to be in his ear jaw? He obligated to the boy. You gotta
we've been said that. So, this motherfucker, anything goes now. Because Harbaugh used to be my way or no way, but now I ain't never seen this nigga bend so much.
Hey, because both of their contracts are tied together. They both are trying to get that extension this summer. Lamar gonna get his money. Harbaugh money depending on how deep they go in the playoffs. So if they tied at the hip, no matter how you look at it, they tied at the hip, yo. When Lamar get his money, Harbaugh gonna get his money. That's how it is. That's how it is with the both of them. Harbaugh ain't going nowhere. As long as they win and going to playoff, they ain't going nowhere. So.
Oh yeah. And like we said, they could be a one playoff team, but they go every year. So that stands with these motherfuckers, man.
Yo, like I say, yo, they tighten up this offensive line like they've been tightening up the past 2 weeks, yo. They gonna win 2 playoff games now, because they've been watered down the playoffs. Now, when they get further deep, I don't know. It's house money.
Even right now, even winning 2, I'm not sure about. I still stand on. I'm not sure if they even going to make the freaking playoff with all these injured and the plug and play players they got.
Yo, in order for this team not to make the playoff, Lamar gotta be out for the season.
Man, look, once again, like we said, it's week to week. This man hurt this week and going up against a defense that was much better than what they played last week, and they struggled.
This is the best defense they played all season. Because let's keep it a buck.
Yes, but look,
Oakland defense.
Think about it. Even though Marquise Brown dropped them passes, they held us to 19 points.
Now let's keep it a buck.
And that defense wasn't shit.
Now let's keep it a buck. Lamar shouldn't have been on that field in the fourth quarter. Like I say, show you
exactly. That game, they should have blew them the fuck up out of the water. But they did not do that.
So that ain't on Lamar. That's on. I hate to say Hollywood. No. That's on Hollywood.
Yeah, strictly, and they bashing him. They had one guy. He does the Raven Report, and was like, people need to let up off Hollywood. He had a bad game. He said, because trust me, them players see and hear everything that people tweet and all that kind of shit, and that can play on his physical. They said for the Ravens to get anywhere, they need Hollywood. They need him.
I don't agree with that, though. You had the bad game, you own up to the shit. So you trying to say the boy needs a sports psychologist? No, I'm not giving nobody a pass for where they fuck up at. Sure,
what they're trying to say is don't beat them up too bad, because then
football, though.
That weighs on your mental.
But it's football though. Put your big boy pants on. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, that is true. But once again, let's backpedal. He ain't got that dog in him, so it's easy for him to bend.
So we coddling him in now. This is what the game come to. We coddling him in.
Hey, look, think about it. Like we said before, the players that Harbaugh brings here now. He you ain't seen an Anquan. Anquan Bolden was like, okay, I got proof on this motherfucker. These motherfuckers will come out there timid. Oh man, I don't want to catch this ball. I'm too scared. I might drop it. You got an Anquan Bolden. No, I'm gonna get that motherfucker and show these motherfuckers what it's all about. These guys ain't like that. They don't have that. They don't have that competitive edge like the old players had, man.
But once again, though, it's still a cop-out. No matter, everybody gonna have a bad game, but goddamn, own up to the shit. That's all. It's like this: if you have a bad day at work and your supervisor asks you, you gonna own up to it, right?
Yeah, of course. But see, that's the type of people that we are. But once again, we can't expect everybody to be like us. I told Melanie, I said, yeah, when this, that happened, I said, I own it.
Right.
That's mine. That's on me.
Yeah,
I said, but if I ain't do shit, I ain't doing it.
Right.
Take my ass to human resources. Fuck that.
Hey, but I'm just saying, though, it's like, I never seen this in sports before. They want to it's like, you want to collar these $1 million athletes. This shit.
But that's when you get all these yes sir, no sir. That's why a couple of receivers that we could have brought here that Harbaugh didn't want, because he knew they were going to challenge him. They were going to cause a problem for him. So he shies away from them kind of players, man.
Hey, you can't bring a Julio Jones here, because Julio gonna win 10 targets a game, so he'll start a fight in that goddamn locker room if he ain't getting that ball, man. So
see what I'm talking about. But see that motherfucker wanna go out there and he gonna give you 100% every single time.
Right, because he a dog. At the end of the day, he a dog.
There you go. And we don't have that. Tell me what receiver we have on here right now that's a dog.
I can't say that. Everybody say Bateman a dog, boy. That's what I'm hearing. They say show their dog.
No, see what they saying and what we seeing is two different things.
We ain't never seen the boy before. We ain't never seen the boy. That include. I don't give a fuck about preseason. We ain't never seen the boy before. You feel me?
Exactly. So I can't say he a motherfucking dog till he get out there and start barking at motherfuckers. He ain't barking at nobody right now on the sideline.
So if he plays Sunday. What you see from him? What you want from him? Let's throw some numbers out there. This is shoot the shit.
No, I mean, I'm saying all I want to see somebody to go up there. Like, give me a little bit of a Steve Smith. I need somebody that's gonna go out there and go get them contested balls, man. Exactly. I want you to go to the highest point. Exactly. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to go across the middle. Exactly. And that's what you said yourself. Exactly. Hollywood's, he would say he was scared to get hit. It was a defender right on his ass. So he let the motherfucking ball go.
First thing first, let's keep it a buck. Like I say, me in the podcast, but like my man did, the Denver Broncos fan and get recorded some kind of way. He kept it a buck. He said, we got Hollywood in the wrong position. Hollywood belongs in the slot in space. He shouldn't be on the outside. He belongs on the inside. He already small and a slender guy. So why you got him on the outside, though? It makes sense. He belongs on the inside with slants. Even though he don't want to take a hit, you put Hollywood in space, game over. But his speed.
And that's why they probably put him outside, because he knows he going think about it. Put him in the slant, he's scared to get hit.
But yo, you put Hollywood, you put him in space, yo. We gotta like Tyreek. If you get him in space, he gone.
Right. He got the speed.
Right.
He got the heart.
Yo, it's the heart and it's in his mind too, yo. We seen this boy had ever since he been here had 2 games like that this season. You seen it? You get the drop.
Like I said, it's potential there, but you know, sometimes, you know, I think he let shit get in his head. You know what I mean? Instead of you trying to redeem yourself, this motherfucker was like, oh fuck it, I ain't catching that because this might happen, that might happen.
It's not nothing. It is. I think the expectations is too high for the boy. He ain't in his mind. He can't live up to it. We're saying it. We need him.
Right. So again, he's not a number 1 receiver.
Exactly.
We've been said that he's a complimentary good number 2.
I'm the only person saying this shit out of this whole Raven fan group and everybody that's doing this shit. Man, Eric DeCosta ain't got the personnel for this team. It's personnel. The boy ain't got him. We're saying
yes, and then the ones that you know that probably can get us over the hump is out hurt.
Right. You know, and I'm sick of people talking about, man, all y'all do complain, man. Y'all complain all the time. Come Raven fans say, oh no, man, we giving a buck. We call it like we say.
Yeah, and that's why I'm telling you, man, I still have my concerns about this team making the playoff with all of these injuries.
Hey, look, let's stop it. Let's stop it right now. We know who Harbaugh is. He can coach his players up. He just can't get them over the fucking hump. He can coach them up. That's why I say it's a playoff team.
That's what I'm saying. He can coach them up, but the talent isn't there. The talent is not there right now.
The talent is.
Think about it. He got a few of these, especially in the backfield. These are players that used to be. They not that person no more.
No, it's like this. What I was saying the first episode of the season, you can put any running back there with Lamar, and you're gonna succeed. I didn't need to play their role, but as long as you got Lamar as quarterback, you got a chance.
You got a chance, but once again, see, you know what? Like I said, we deck on shit. Once again, when you do that, you're asking this boy to do too much. That's why he hurt right now. He's trying to put the team on his back and carry him. And you do a damn good job of it, but the end result is you exposing him a little too much to get hurt.
No, because you know why you asking too much from the fucking wide receivers leading the NFL to drop passes. He can't trust them.
Exactly. And come on. Hollywood, his man. Look, Hollywood dropped the ball and he went back to him 2 more times for him to redeem himself. Yeah. And he could not do it.
Not 2 more, 3 more times, because that fucking interception with him and Watkins was next to each other. That was on the both of them. They ain't fight for the fucking ball.
Exactly. Lamar, but see, they ain't even say nothing about Sammy Watkins. Everything is on Hollywood because he dropped the previous pass.
No, we ain't gonna just put that shit on Hollywood either. Because Sammy Watkins dropping passes too, yo. It's a whole wide receiver core. Like, I know it's early in the season and we winning games ugly, but going forward, we about to fight. We about to go in there against some killers at quarterback. Lamar can't have no mistakes, yo.
Exactly, yo. Exactly. So that's why I stand on where I'm at.
Yo, and not when he putting the ball in niggas' hands.
Right in their hand and he dropping them. Like I'm saying, and that making his quarterback rating look bad because the balls are right there. It ain't nothing they got to contest. It ain't nothing. So behind or in front, they right there on the numbers and they drop them. So once again, we don't have the goddamn skilled players to do what we need to do to go further. And that's why I'm standing where I'm standing.
And you saying what I'm saying, we don't have the personnel to win the championship.
That's what we've been saying. That the talent on the field right now is not that great.
But no, but you keeping it a buck because people in this fan base like, man, all y'all do is complain. Y'all not Ravens fans. No, we don't sugarcoat this shit.
We die-hard Ravens fans. And you think we want to say this type shit about our team?
Well, see, I look at myself as a street journalist. I'm unbiased. That's why I don't wear no Raven gear while I'm on the camera, yo. I'm like this, yo. I keep it up. I ain't unbiased. This personnel.
Yeah, Ravens is our motherfucking team, but you know, we call it.
No, we Baltimore guys.
Like I said, the way we see it,
right.
we going down with them. If they fucking up, they fucking up. They don't have a good team on the field right now. They don't have it.
Man, like I say, it's good enough to win a couple playoff games. Because you got to think, hopefully they will get over this injury bug late in this. It's only going to get better. Hopefully, it's only going to get better.
Okay, but listen. All right, let's moonwalk this shit back. Let's keep it a buck.
Okay.
Since Lamar been here, we only won 2 playoff games.
But hear me out though. And each year, and all. Well, I ain't gonna count the year he took over for Joe Flacco. That was an anomaly. He did it. He did it playing one style of football. Let us keep it a buck. These past 3 years, what has the boy been going in the playoffs with? What has he been missing? What he been winning in the playoffs?
Right, that number 1 wide receiver.
And why the general manager didn't get him what he needs?
Exactly. So think about it. Think about this. And we had a healthier team that now we still don't have that number 1 wide receiver. And our run, like you said, okay, you can plug different players in that backfield and have success, but those players are still not as good as the players that we got out hurt.
Now, that's walking back. That's running back. Not just another 1 wide receiver. What has this team been missing since 2019?
Yes, fucking the offensive line.
All right. Keep on. You keep on. You yeah. What's on the other side of that line? A pass rusher, right? So
damn right, and that's we've been crying for that forever. And what do they go out and get? They get a player that's needs some seasoning. They got a player that's learning on the job.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
But I understand that you get the young player, mix him in with the veteran
for the future. But yeah, but a lot of the young players that you get, you're supposed to let them sit behind a veteran. We don't have a veteran. And the veteran we have is old and tired.
That's why they
didn't have that many sacks even then.
That's why they brought in Houston for Oweh to learn little tricks of the trade on the line under, because every young boy need an OG. But it's the point, yo.
Exactly.
It's like the Ravens are following the script of the personnel. Like me and you've been saying on the phone forever. Let's look at them in free agency and personnel wise. Sammy Watkins is supposed to be Mike Wild. Just look at the tight end position. The tight end position, Andrews is supposed to be Pillar Heat. God damn it, J.K. supposed to be Ray Rice. Ronnie Stanley's supposed to be J. Hill. Shit. Bateman's supposed to be goddamn Derek Mason, Torrey Smith type. Who else? Goddamn Gus the Bus. He's supposed to be Musa Smith, McClain, and Jamal Lewis type. If you look at it, it's like they following the script of past play or a former past player, a former Raven past players that was successful at a certain body type. That's why I was like, yo, is they getting caught up in measurables? Because it's too many instances of them look like they trying to replace old Raven players by measurables, yo. I'm like, yo, like he remind me of such and such. This one remind me of such and such. I'm like, yo, and I ain't going on the defensive side yet. But I'm just like, yo, what are they doing with the scouting department? Because everything looks like the Ravens from 20 years ago. It's like how we even draft players. Yo, y'all for life. This organization need a philosophy change. Just look at linebacker, yo. You know who Patrick McCrean remind me of when the Ravens drafted? And he was a bust too. You want to know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. What's his name? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, because they thought this boy was gonna be the truth, and he ain't do much of nothing.
I'm gonna say his name because Ray Lewis is supposed to be going because he was from the River. Patrick McCrean remind me of a Taurus Gooden. Man, it's like, yo, they are drafting measurables, yo. Why are you drafting undersized linebackers? Like my man X said. That's why every time we go up against the NFC North, them big ass running backs, they have a field day with our linebackers because they're too small. Come on, y'all. That's like everybody love out the Earthly Castle, but I'm like, yo, I'm looking at the flaws. He ain't nothing but Ozzy Jr., yo. That's it.
Yeah, because he ran behind Ozzy for the longest. Ozzy wanted to taught him the tricks of the trade.
Yo, like I say, y'all, I'm glad we having this conversation because we winning. This organization need some fresh eyes on it, yo. We got a once in a lifetime player quarterback. Come on.
Yeah, and
don't
you
run
know what?
on.
And once again,
no, let that shit out. Let it out. Don't hold back.
No, what I'm saying, okay, we got a once in a lifetime player that ain't gonna go nowhere with this fucking team. And it's sad to say, but it's true.
And it was like I was telling Cecil, I was like, yo, you can't blame coaching on this no more. This shit personnel. We seen Harbaugh win a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco as a quarterback, Ray Rice. Now check the wide receiver core out and tell me and give me a grade of this wide receiver core at that city names. Jacoby Jones, Anquan Bolden, and Torrey Smith and Pitter. How would you grade that? Is that Super Bowl?
And you can't even go really with Pitter because Pitter was hurt damn near the whole motherfucking time. Remember Anquan Bolden started hollering, look, man, give me that fucking ball. Because he was trying to feed Pitter and Pitter wasn't even getting the job done.
But he played, though. He played, but he was a part of that. So how would you grade that? That's all I'm going to grade that. That
wide receiver, honestly, I'd give him about a C+.
Okay, but Harbaugh won a Super Bowl with that. Going forward, we ain't learned our lesson of trying to upgrade.
Yeah. But okay, let's flip it. Our defense at that point was halfway decent too.
The defense got us there, but Joe Flacco won us a Super Bowl. So
Joe Flacco, yeah, but like I said, we had a pass rush though. We had somebody that they had to scheme for.
But hear me
we
out.
had that.
But hear me out.
We don't have that right now.
Man, hear me out. The 49ers had their way in that Super Bowl with us in that second half. So
No. Come on, back in the 49, we were blowing them out of the fucking water until they cut the lights out on our ass.
Hey, the defense.
Our ass player got on the time, but if them lights wouldn't have went out, they was blowing them out. It was almost 35 something. There's nothing in that first half.
Hey, but I'm just saying that's Joe Flacco's suit, so we can't say he ain't threw that rock, man. I mean, we can say
he did his thing, but like I said, it was a little more balanced though on that team.
Exactly.
Whereas that we don't have that right now.
But I can't say that though. I mean, it's like even with the running backs we got, they flawed because they came in early. And running that read option, you got to practice that. You just can't come up the street and run that. Because like my man did. My man was the first person to break it down. My man X on the North Lawn episode. He said, look, yo, every time Latavius Murray come in the game, he run up the A gap or the B gap. You know what you're doing. It's the same play. Every time Freeman come in, he going around the tackles. He was like, yo, that's going to get figured out. He said, look, yo, I ain't nothing but a Pop Warner coach to figure it out. So what they doing on the field? That's why Murray always getting stopped. Because he going up the A gap. Come on, yo. If regular old Joe's figure this out, you know what they're doing on the field.
But once again, then that goes back to play calling though.
But hear me out though. You only can give something to somebody. It's like Greg Roman pigeon feeding. Like, yo, I'm only gonna give y'all so much because y'all ain't have a training camp with me. So this is what I want you to run because you're comfortable with.
I got that, but then once again, if a motherfucker's already figured that shit out, then you got to give them something else that they can do.
But now check this out. Now let me throw this scenario at you. Go throw your opinion back at me. You don't think they're just trying to hold over while Le'Veon on the practice squad getting the playbook right? Because I think we put all our eggs in the basket with him because it's a reason why he ain't running that rock.
But see, that's the part that got me a little puzzled because if Le'Veon Bell is a better back than what we got out on the field, I mean, right now, even though they trying to get him in football shape, football player, the man been in the league for years, so it ain't like it's nobody. They can give him some little shit just to get him acclimated, but they not bringing him at all.
he ain't have a training camp. Latavius Murray Freeman, they was with teams. He ain't have a
right. We said they didn't. Right. But think about it. They had a training camp, but they didn't know the shit that we're running.
But still, it's like this, y'all. Bell got to get his legs under him. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, you just can't run in 2 weeks and get on a football field. That shit don't work like that, yo. You got to get your mind
okay, right. But here's the deal. Not to say that they do or they don't, but he knew it was a possibility that somebody would pick him up after he left Kansas City. You ain't doing no kind of training, no kind of working out.
It's different. It's like this. It's like you can train by yourself, but then getting football shape is totally different. It's like this, yo. How long?
I agree with that. You can be in shape and not football shape. Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Now hit me up. When the last time you been to the gym? When the last time to the gym?
It's been a minute.
So when you go in that goddamn gym with Leroy Taylor, you think you're gonna be in the best of shape? You think you can come back in there and be a bad mother?
Oh no, but you know what? But it's like
you asking your own question.
No, hear me out. Me personally is a different talent. And only why I'm saying that because believe it or not, when I roller skate, that's my cardio and that's leg work. Right. If I go in there with Leroy, basically I'm doing the same thing, just maybe in a different way. It's cardio and leg work. So I'm not gonna be that bad as somebody who's just sitting home on a couch 24/7.
So you trying to say even at your age, you can go in there and still be a bad motherfucker with roller skate. So
even at my seriously, when I go in there and work out with him, I swear to God, yo, and I'm not just saying it just to be saying it. Some of the people that's been training with him continuous, it's like they bog out before I do. I'm like, God damn. And I look and I said, damn, my cardio must be better than what I'm giving myself credit for, because they be tired as hell. And I still have a little bit in my tank. I don't know, because I pace myself a little better, or some people just don't have good cardio.
Now, this is why we got to shoot Le'Veon some bail. All right now, right? Right? See, you that bad motherfucker that can come in off the street. Everybody ain't like you, yo. That's what
that is true. But see, but once again, it's not like I'm a bad motherfucker coming out the street. I'm used to his system. So once I get in his system, I know what I need to do. You know what I mean?
But you just answered your own question. He don't know the system. It's that read options. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why, to me, like I said, you got to give him a little bit. Sitting them on the side ain't helping them none though.
But yeah, it is. Because, yo, you got to think, yo, you just can't do that with his style of play. You got to think. Le'Veon Bell running is pat, I'm hitting the hole. With this Raven team and every option, you got to hit the hole. Ain't no pat, I'm open.
But you know what? That's what they're talking about, the backs they got back then. The only one that give them that burst is Williams.
Right.
The other two is not giving them that. So how much better would they be than Le'Veon?
But like I say, we didn't know this shit he was in. That's why I say if he ain't back by the Coke game next week, if he ain't back after the Coke game, it's a problem.
Right.
All right, now.
And I honestly believe it's a problem. Maybe he's not getting it.
Honestly, I wouldn't even play him the Coke game. Cause I think that's a road game. If that's a road game, I wouldn't play him on. It may be better to play him on actual turf. Play him on turf. I don't know. I just want to see what the boy got to offer. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. And now you see what I'm saying. You know, just see what he working with. Like I said, he did a whole season with KC. He did a whole season with the Jets. So it wasn't like he haven't been playing, like he been sitting on the side like our boy Dez Bryant for 3-4 years. He was on a team.
Yeah, but he got with the Jet. I mean, he got with KC like towards the end of the season. So like I say, he had to learn that season. That system. That's why I'm shooting him some bail. Like, yo.
Right, but he would just let go from the Jets.
Right.
It wasn't too long that KC picked him up.
But you got to pick up the terminology of reruns a goddamn offense that's second to none. So you got to pick that up in days. You know,
that's what I'm saying. So like your question, Andy Reid play options that he runs is, to me, is far more complex than what the Ravens run.
Hey, yo, but you
was able to get right in there. I mean, he didn't do all that great, but He wasn't bad.
But you got to think, though, yo, coming from Andy Reid, Andy Reid is football. It's a West Coast offense. Everybody runs. What the Ravens doing is totally different. Ravens are running an option in the NFL, yo. If you ain't never run an option, no, the last time Le'Veon Bell might have run an option was in Pop Warner. So they got to learn that terminology all over again with a quarterback that's different. Lamar is one of a kind. So, yo, you need to practice that, yo. With him, that's it. Lamar at a different pace than everybody else. And you know this.
I get it. But like you said, even with Martavius and all them, the motherfuckers back there, he only giving them stuff that they feel as though they're comfortable with. Right. They not giving them that much.
Right.
So they could do the same with Le'Veon Bell.
I can't say that because
you think about it, when he was with the Steelers, it was like the Steelers and the Ravens almost mirrored each other as far as style of play.
Different turn. No, I can't say that because you got to think how Bell was when how that old line, yo, he used to into the last minute he see a hole, he gone. Like I said, he got to punch that hole. Ain't none of that shit no more. He got to hit it. Or if not, Lamar gonna hold the ball back in and run. So it's like, yo, it's like with a running back, normally running backs is running hit the hole. With him, he learn the whole different speed of being a running back. He got to read shit first with Lamar. Him and Lamar got to be on the same page. That's why I make
yeah. And see, that's the only thing about him and Ingram. Him and Ingram had a hell of a motherfucking relationship when it came to that.
But Ingram was washed. No, he was washed.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, this is gonna be a tough game, yo. It's gonna come.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game, and I see us coming on in the short end of this.
This game gonna come.
Honestly,
this game gonna
come especially
down.
Like I said, with this personnel we have, man.
This game gonna come down. The last week, whoever had the ball last. And
here's the other thing about it. Let's keep it a buck. For the last few games, it's like our defense is game fourth quarter because that's when they normally lose it. They play good the first half. After the first half, next thing you know, that motherfucker look like need an oxygen mask. They are done.
You can't keep going 3 and out. You can't. Our offense hurt the defense last week.
And it hurt a lot with all them fucking drop passes.
And another thing, yo, the reason why the defense on the field too long, everybody is going at the linebackers. They can't cover for shit.
Exactly.
If the pass rush can't get that, the linebackers, they cook. Like I say.
And once again, the Lions is far less of a team than what we ready to go up against with the Broncos.
But
and we struggle.
One thing about the Lions, they got something that them ain't got. One that Goff, he can throw that rock. Teddy, he a game manager. Like I say, he can.
Yeah, but only thing about, see, Goff throw an interception here and there.
Right.
Teddy, like you say, he's a game manager, and he don't make a whole lot of mistakes.
And that's why I say that slant route with him and Sutton can kill us Sunday. Because once again,
you go. And then one thing about Teddy will run that ball too if he had to. He will get out that pocket on you. So you still gotta watch him for all that because he is a mobile quarterback.
Once again, Teddy ain't seen a defense like us all year. You got it.
That is true, but once again, we have no pass rush, and then half of the defense is out and hurt.
But their tackles are down. Oweh can get there. We seen Oweh get there one-on-one. We've seen that so far. We just need Justin Houston ass to step up. What we get him that money for if he ain't stepping up? Oweh can get there.
I need one of these Lexus for about an hour. I'll borrow this one since there ain't nothing wrong with it. I can borrow it for an hour?
I ain't you back, motherfucker. You just gonna go ahead and go in another fucking conversation. This shit, you crazy bastard.
No, I was just with his ass. I'm done. I ain't standing right there fucking with that fool. See, I say dumb shit then that way he wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know how it is. When you ask for a motherfucker for something, they want to get you fuck out their face.
Right, man, motherfucker. Maybe forget what the fuck you in there, motherfucker.
No, we were talking about Teddy and his game management, and you were talking about Oway. You were saying you can see how he can get to the quarterback.
I was saying Oway can get there, but yo, like I said, they both of they.
And then you saying your boy, he need to step up while we got him if he been non-existent for the last few fucking games.
Yeah, but yo, like I say, man, my heart say Ravens, but my money saying Denver. Man, it's 28 Ravens, man. I gotta go with the hot hand, yo. I don't believe Denver, y'all. I don't believe this shit, yo. They ain't playing nobody.
What I do believe Denver is much better on both sides of the ball than what them fucking Lions was. I believe that.
Hey, but once again, did we play down to the competition, or it was just a couple mental mistakes? That's all this shit was. A couple mental mistakes caused. It's like,
and put it like, let's keep it a buck. If we went for a 66-yard field goal, we would have lost that game.
Man, that motherfucker kicked that ball from North Rosedale down to Duke Street, man. That shit,
man. If it wasn't for, think about it, a 66, because think about it, they couldn't even get a stop. That defense couldn't get a fucking stop. Or that game should have been over earlier than that. They couldn't get a stop.
Hey, man.
They let them march right down the fucking field and get a field goal on their ass to go up by
at the
a point.
End of the day, you see how potent our offense was when Lamar got down the field like that. So you can say this one way and you can say it another way. The boy got down the field and made big plays.
He got down the field, but come on, let's keep it a buck. That was a fucking lucky ass kick. The bitch hit the goddamn crossbar, then went in. That wasn't like a clean shot. So we had some luck on our goddamn side. Because that ball could have very well hit and bounced away from the goddamn goal post, but it bounced in from the momentum that was carried.
Hindsight is a W. In the record book, it don't say how they won, it's a win. But like I say, though, they got to get
that
these
is
wins.
true,
They
but like
wins.
they were saying, you know, there was a 10% chance of actually making it.
This is why I do not count wins and losses when that schedule come out. That win Sunday is another reason why I don't look at preseason football. Don't none of that shit mean anything. Motherfuckers Motherfuckers going around here talking about Patrick Queen, Ray Lewis Jr. What? Because he did it in preseason? Man, y'all motherfuckers crazy. That boy
Come on. Yeah, he looked good going up against second and third string. Get the fuck out of here.
It's clearly the boy will not understand his role as a Raven player.
No, man. And like they say, he can't come worth a fuck.
But because for one thing, they shouldn't have let Mosley go. One thing about Mosley, yo, he had his promise and courage, but he was a big linebacker that can stop the run, and he can hit those holes. He can hit those gaps. This dude taking the wrong angle and he hit the gap right, but just take the wrong angle. I'm like, yo, this is a little.
But once again, Mosley, I think both of us were saying, you know, fuck it, you know, he could. The one they should have kept was our boy Smith that went to Green Bay, and that's who they should have held on to.
See, they was banking on Judon when Smith wanted the bag.
Shit, man, that's who they should have. They should have let Judon ass walk.
Yeah,
kept him.
Because we already know what kind of player Judon is. Judon to get his sacks the first 10 weeks, but when it's time for him to step up, shit, he mixing in action. You feel me? Or he'll get his sacks against teams like Cincinnati.
Against the weak ass team, the Jets or the Jaguars, stuff like that. He ain't getting them against no top tier team. You might forget that.
Had his stacks and shit. But you got this as an L. How many points you got this at L by?
Seriously, I'll give it 23, maybe 28.
Oh shit, 23, 28. Damn. But we're close, 5 points. Cause you know.
No, like I said, I think we'll be all right, but I think Broncos gonna take this game, man.
Yeah, when you
and the only reason why I'm leaning more towards the Broncos because right now, I'm not players. I don't know who's fully recovered. I don't know. We going in there with the unknown. That's the part about it. We don't know.
And the bad thing about it, I hate to keep saying this because it's kind of crazy as a football team because it's an ultimate team game. I'm saying as long as we got Lamar, we will win. But yo, you can't do that.
But once again, even the guy that you banking on is hurt.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
If he was healthy, that we'll stand a better chance. But he's hurt. The boy ain't practice all week.
But I'm looking at what Vegas say. If Vegas got this an even game and these boys at home, Vegas knows something we don't know. It's an even game.
Yeah, but Vegas didn't know Lamar Ass was gonna practice.
Come on,
Vegas didn't know this man was hurt.
No, dog, it's crazy. Vegas know shit we don't know. They know. That's what them odds go. That's how I like the Ravens. It's an even game. It's a money line game.
But once again, like you said, certain things you don't bank on. Okay, Vegas had been wrong before.
Hey, yo, doing them odds, they ain't wrong because they trying to make their money. So if them odds say it's an even game, they know something we ain't. That's why I know Bateman playing. Lamar is playing. And I think Bateman gonna show out.
See, that's the whole problem. I know he gonna play, but like you said earlier, what is percentage? Is he 80% hurt? Recovered 90%? I mean, what is his real injury?
Hey. What's this? This is the fourth.
See, once again, all the unknowns. All the unknowns.
This is the fourth game, and we got what? 14 more games? No, 13 more games left. How long can they go like this, yo? They already a mass unit. How long can this team go like this, yo?
That's now you getting to where I'm at, man. That's what I'm saying. We can't dance, we first stand, but we come right back to that same
I'm
point.
talking about going forward though. Lamar gonna play Sunday. We're gonna get this 3-point win. 31-28.
See, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. I'm not saying he's not gonna play, but we don't know how bad this man is hurt. We don't know. Because one thing we do know,
right.
If Lamar was straight, he out there on the field with his guys because he loves his team.
Right.
He's not going to sit back and not practice if something's not really wrong with him. Because that's not who he is.
They saying it's a back, but I hope it ain't his legs, man.
And you think about it. Right now, he need to be out there throwing with Hollywood to get them bugs out of him. Or
man, look, that's all.
If Bateman gonna play, think about it. He ain't even throw no balls to that guy. Bateman is throwing with Huntley or one of them guys. He ain't even took a ball from Lamar.
In practice, but the reporters, they're only showing you what they want to show you. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They show
that is true, but what we do know, Lamar will be out there with his first stringers practicing.
You gotta look at they covering up the shit. We don't know what he's doing behind them closed doors. He could be practicing. Like I keep saying, it's a reason why Vegas got this game as a money line. Then it was 2 points, Wednesday. The day got there Friday, and it's an even game. They know something we don't. They not sold on Denver. Because Denver got injuries too, yo. Both of their tackles.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them had an injury, but just not as much as the Ravens. Right now, the Ravens have the most injury throughout the league.
Yeah, man. Hey. And right now, this shit is horrible.
And it seems like every week is another player go down.
My thing is, yo, we got to double Von Miller because he gonna eat. We know he gonna eat. It's everybody else.
And think about it. And with this offensive line, oh God.
But see, that's when you bring in
Lamar got laid by a fucking defense that wasn't even half as good.
But yo, they got to go back to playing Raven football and mass attack and run the ball, yo. They got to do that. They got to do that shit Sunday because it's the best defense we've seen. And that boy,
that's what I'm saying. Like I said, and trust me and believe me, I want to be wrong in this shit. This would be the happiest motherfucking time it would be if I am wrong. Right. My instincts just telling me, man, we got too many injuries to overcome certain shit.
But yo,
now, if it was a lesser team, I wouldn't feel too bad. But like you said, which one defense is nice.
Right. But how nice is it when they play 3 of the bottom feeders in the NFL?
But yeah, you can say that. Okay, but they destroyed these teams. They beat them. They didn't beat them like we beat the Lions. The ones in front of them, they beat them the way they supposed
but
to.
That shit come down to coaching. They coach had them ready. But goddamn it, yo, come on, yo.
Regardless, they beat them impressively. They beat them like the underdog they were.
Gonna do this. They played 2 rookie quarterbacks, yo. They played the goddamn boy from Jacksonville and they played Wilson. Don't do that. Don't do it. The Ravens would have did the same damn thing, yo. You played 2 rookie quarterbacks.
You say that, but guess what? But once again, like you say, they played down to their team. Would the Ravens did that or not?
Yeah,
you just said it just not so long ago. They played down to the competition. So if in fact you said that,
they ain't playing that goddamn bad, yo. So it's
I'm just not to say they wouldn't have beat them comfortable, but like you said, in your words, they played out to that competition all the time.
Trevor Lawrence got a rookie coach that know what he doing that's in the NFL for the first time. We would have won that game. That's what I say, yo. They beat who they were supposed to beat. They beat the Giants, an organization that's in disarray. Man, they were supposed to win them games like that, yo.
Yes. Just like we were supposed to walk the fuck on. We were supposed to beat the Raiders and we were supposed to beat the Lions. We were supposed to lose to Kansas City.
You know why? You know why? Because Philly had examples of playing against a quarterback like Lamar. Even though he ain't like Lamar, they played Philly the week before. Come on. They had the scheme in place to stop a running quarterback, yo. That's all. And it wasn't even the scheme in place. Because Lamar did his thing. Once again, it came down the lack of proper. It was a lack of execution with Hollywood and Watkins dropping the balls, man. So no, I'm not doing that, yo. I'm gonna blame Greg Roman too for calling them dumbass plays in their first half.
Yeah, but you can't blame Roman for them drop passes. No, and that was the killer. That was the killer.
Now hear me out. How do this passing offense look to you this year? How it look?
You talking about?
Yeah, how the Ravens passing offense look to you this year?
Shit, they ain't look no different than the rest.
That shit look better. We just got the personnel for these motherfuckers. Yo, Sammy Watkins did come in here and he
was making a difference. But once again, like I said, think about it. You go back to last season, Hollywood had them fucking drops, and then towards the end of the season, he picked that shit up. So what Hollywood are we gonna get?
Once again.
So this ain't the first time that he done been through this.
But hopefully, quote unquote, hopefully, we will see this wide receiver core fully staffed come Sunday. Because Bateman and Watkins and Hollywood in the slot, that's trouble. That's trouble.
Yeah, but only problem I have with that, and I ain't being negative Nancy, only problem I have that Bateman and them don't have no rapport with Lamar. They have no rapport with Lamar because he have never really practiced with the boy. Because when Lamar was out, he was on the field. When Lamar on the field, he was out hurt. Right. So they never really had a chance to get acclimated with each other.
Now that's the $100 million question. That's the $100 million question. What kind of rapport? But see, this is why we gotta play.
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing. No, wait. You like, that's why. You were sideline on that one. That one caught you off guard. I love it.
But the boy got to play his way into shape, so he got to play Sunday. We don't need him sitting on the sidelines, yo. He got to play. I want to see how this look because Hollywood has. But
on the other hand, I don't want to rush that boy back either because we're gonna need him in the stretch. You know what I mean? Right. If this boy ain't where he need to be, don't put him out there, seriously, because then that's gonna be another setback.
But still, yo, you got. It's like this, yo. He had the surgery. If he 100%, he gotta play. Ain't no more.
Just think about it. Just like Ronnie Stanley had that surgery, man. And everybody, they thought he was ready. Soon as he really had to put some pressure and run on that fucking ankle, they had to pull his ass back out of there because he was not ready.
First thing first.
They brought him back a little too soon.
No, he bullshitted because first thing first, the Ravens, they should have known. When you come back from a fucking ACL injury on the left side, you done at the left side. On the right, he done. You paid the boy too early. Now that Brown shit look like it's coming to bite us in the ass. Come on, yo. They did. Ever since Ronnie Stanley injury, we didn't have the injury bug with this franchise, yo. Think about it. Going back to last year, the injury bug been killing us.
Man, I swear. I can say, boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But see, this that talk I love, yo. This that Raven talk I love because we ain't sugarcoating shit. And I ain't got to agree with your punk ass. And you ain't got to agree with my ass. So.
No, I mean, like I say, hey, look, that's how we get to the bottom of shit. You know what I mean? You throw out your shit, I throw out my shit, and then we come up with some kind of agreement. And at the end of the day, if we don't, then we agree to disagree.
Hey, but that agreement is they're gonna win something. That's what the fuck. Hey, they ain't gonna lose 28-31 Ravens, man. Lamar gonna figure out a way, man. I'm trying to tell you, that boy Jesus and cleats, man. That boy doing shit.
Yeah, man. But once again, you know, when the weight of the world on your fucking shoulders, man, sometimes that shit get heavy. When you expecting me to be the whole fucking offense.
Hey, boy, Lamar ain't got the weight of the world on the shoulder. He got the weight of the bag he about to get on his motherfucking shoulders. He playing for that money, boy. Shit, he was $60 million with this team, man. Give him that. But Shotty got to pay this boy, man. No questions asked, man.
Oh, they gonna pay him. Oh, without a doubt. You know, because like they say, without Lamar Jackson, this team, no telling what it would look like.
Lamar don't want no goddamn. What's that boy? He don't want no Josh Allen money. He want the bag, yo. Look, they gave Josh Allen the bag on 1 year. He only had one good year. Come on, yo. Lamar had 4 years and went to the playoffs. Get him the bag.
Yeah, but we already know about that complexion. And then, like I told you, these motherfucking analysts, they sit back and say why you shouldn't pay him. And the sad part about it is just many of us brothers saying the same shit.
Man, but you know, they can't go against mass. They can't go against because they got to eat. They got to pay. Everybody know what the boy Lamar is. He's special. He's the hybrid. He's
a special talent. But yeah, I can hear some of the white guys like, man, it's crazy. He's a talent. He's a generational talent. You'll never see that again.
Hey, man, like I keep saying, yo, us Raven fans, yo, we just got to sit back and, oh, yes, yo. The boy is different. He the hybrid.
Yeah, he is.
And yo, look, and somebody made up a meme, him and Vic, and how Michael Vick is better than Lamar. I'm like, yo.
No way in the hell.
All Lamar got to do is go to an NFC championship game. His credentials already are damn near on level with Vic.
First of all, Mike Vick said himself.
He better than him.
That this man is better than he ever was.
Right. He said.
So if it coming straight from the fucking horse's mouth, how the hell can anybody else say anything about that? Besides agree.
Man, you gotta look at it like this. They know how to put us brothers against each other, and we are fighting and study. And like Mike, like Vic did, he gave the boy his due straight off the bat. He better than him.
Straight off the bat, and he's still getting it.
So why is this even a conversation? Why is it even a conversation? The boy 24 years. The boy 24 years old and doing.
But see, that's how the media are always trying to stir bullshit up.
Exactly. And you got to think in the era Vic played, if he had this offense what Lamar had, he'd be putting up the same kind of numbers, yo. Come on. It's just, I don't know, yo. It's like, give both of them like flowers. There's no competition between the two. Somebody always gonna be better than you. But we can see where.
Oh, that's all it is. Somebody always coming up in the wings that got your style and a little better at it.
But we seen how the game involved with Mike Vick and how they ain't really want no other quarterback playing like Mike Vick 20 years later, goddamn Lamar. Come on. It's like, yo, you gotta give him the boy his due. Because nobody wanted this dude to be successful at quarterback.
Nah, they want to be able to goddamn thing up.
Right. Well, but hold on for a second.
All right, boy.
Hold on for a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of No Pad, No Pencil. Man on the phone with this rapping. Just giving y'all some Raven, some Raven talk, unfiltered and unbiased. Once again, Baltimore City, Baltimore County, I holler at y'all. I'm live from Grandma House.